Wow. All right, all right. Hey, y'all. Hey, welcome to Keena's Corner. I'm your girl, Keena, and I thank you sincerely for being here in my corner. Here on Keena's Corner, I speak facts, opinions, truths, vulnerabilities, and need to knows. Thank you so much for coming. If you are here on YouTube or on Keena's Corner podcast, I appreciate you so, so much. Go ahead and like the video for me, please. Like the video if you can. If you have the capability, share it with somebody too. I'd appreciate that. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I appreciate y'all for coming. Hey, mama. Hey, sis. Thank you for coming. Thank y'all. Appreciate it. I know it's a holiday. I know a lot of people probably won't be on here tonight, but that's fine. I really couldn't. I didn't have time to do it earlier this week anyway, so I'm still here. But it'll be available to anybody, of course, because these videos or podcasts are not taken down, so it's still going to be available. Period. Thank y'all for showing up, for coming. Again, please hit the like for me, y'all. That's how YouTube is gonna know that you like my content. That's how Facebook will know that you like my content. So, y'all, tonight is season 3, episode 10. Y'all put some claps in the chat. Some claps. This is season 3, episode 10. So this means tonight we'll close out season 3, and then next week we'll begin on season 4. Put some claps in the chat. A little participation tonight. So I've been asking y'all since last week, pretty much after I finished my last episode, to send me questions because tonight is an AMA episode. AMA means ask me anything. So it's like a question and answer. You ask the question and I'll answer it for you. Some of it like personal is personal. I didn't care what kind of question you sent, whether it was a personal question for me or, if it was some advice or something that you wanted. Um, that's what I've been asking y'all to do. So I did get some questions from you all and I'm going to answer the questions tonight. Um, if you do ask a question while I'm live, and this is on Facebook or YouTube, I will answer your question. I probably get it at the end, but don't click off the live because I will answer your question. So don't give up on me and think that I'm ignoring you because I'm not. So if you have any questions while I'm live, again, send them to me. So without further ado, we'll get into the questions that I received from y'all over the past few days. And some of the people, of course, did want to remain anonymous. Or if you sent me anything and I thought that it was personal, that it's personal to you, I'm definitely not gonna say your name because I do get that. I'm not gonna put your name out there like that. All right. So, this first question comes from a fan. I actually got this fan through TikTok, and I believe she follows me on another podcast app. Hold on, y'all. Let me make sure. Hold on. Let me do something real quick. I think I'm having some difficulties. Hold on before I jump into these questions. I want to make sure I'm recording, guys and girls. Okay. All right. So the first question again, she wanted to remain anonymous, and she gave a little situation with her question, and it said that. So she referred to my episode when I spoke on us staying in unhealthy situations or places or relationships or marriages for the sake of children. And she says that she was dating this guy for 3 years. He has children with someone, and she said it was pretty much a struggle because, like, the children's mother used the kids against him, and she would call him so much, right? So she said she couldn't take it, and eventually, she ended a relationship with the guy. And she also says he was a great father, but the mother of the kids was abusing the situation. So the question for me she had was, how do they fix it without causing conflict and confusion? So for me, I think it's a problem that he's got to stand up and correct. He has to do it, not you. I don't think it's your place to do that. It's a problem that he's got to stand up and fix and correct, especially if it's her calling so much. That's what I feel. Um, it was his problem, but you're affected as well because she's calling so much. So I do understand it, right? It's yours too. So I understand that. I got you. But on the flip side, I kind of think in my mind, like, there may be a reason other than the kids that she does call so frequently. So that's something for you to think about if you're listening tonight or whenever you hear it. There could be another reason other than the kids that she's calling all the time, right? She really could be like angry and bitter that he moved on and all this good stuff. But if he's doing his part as a father, honestly, that should not matter to him. He should not let that, mess up what y'all got going on, is what I'm saying. He's got to be the one to check her behavior. I don't think it should be you, right? And if you talk to him about it and it don't get better and he don't do anything about it, he won't talk to her and put her in a place, you know what I'm saying? Then you ask yourself, do you really think it's only about the kids is why she's calling so much, is all I'm saying. That's something for you to think about. Right. I think she should be calling like on the important stuff. If he, the father that really wants to be there, she should be calling on the important stuff, updates. If they're sick, if you got an emergency or events or something like that. But other than that, there should be no reason why she's calling so much. So think about what I'm saying, right? Um, and I get how he could be feeling because if she's truly bitter and he does fear, like, if I don't do what if I don't pick up the phone or if I don't do what she say, then she may not even let me see my kids. I understand how he may feel them, but there are ways around it. Unfortunately, a lot of guys just don't pursue it. They don't care enough to go after it, right? So that's my take on that, right? You can't fix the issue without causing conflict and confusion, but he can if he wanted to. I'm gonna leave that question at that. I think I did pretty good on that one. So the next questions I have comes from, she's a good friend of mine. Good friend of mine. She wishes to remain anonymous, so I won't call her name. The first question she asked me was, "How do you heal from a relationship that you thought you were in for 8 to 9 years, and then you found out that he married another woman during your relationship?" That's hard. For me, move on and know your worth. Move on and know your worth. And what I'm about to say, it will sound harsh, but you just, as always, just listen to what I say and then let it sink when I say it, right? He married who he wanted. Okay. He married who he wanted. That's just, it sounds bad, but it's just the truth, right? He married who he wanted. Don't put your life on hold waiting on nobody because he ain't going to do it for you, right? If you allow him, he's going to continue to string you along, right? This is the type of person that wants their cake and eat it too. And when you stay, you let him do just that, right? So this goes back to another one of my episodes I think I did in the very first season. Never be okay with being number two, right? I literally just spoke to somebody about this a couple of days ago. Literally on the same, like a similar situation. So yes, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that can be interesting and stuff like that because you don't got to see them all the time. They may be paying bills and stuff for you and helping you do things. But if you don't stop this cycle, don't you ever think that he's going to, because he's not. You let him have his cake and eat it too, right? Okay. Second question from the same friend of mine, fan. I like how y'all fans. It just makes me feel good. I appreciate y'all. Second question. I try not to be bitter, but why did this relationship make me so bitter? I'll just say I could assume like because it makes you feel like you're second best, right? And I understand like when you accept being the other one, and what I mean is you're not the only one, right? You probably gonna feel this way. Like in your eyes, you were not chosen. You weren't chosen. Don't feel bitter though. Don't feel bitter because, like I said, well, had you been the one, honestly, that he married, I can guarantee you that the same shit he doing to her, or the same thing that he did to you, he'll be doing it like be doing it with somebody else. If he married you, had he chose you, he'd probably be doing stuff behind your back. So don't feel bad, right? You're not married to him, so you know what I'm saying. When you're ready, I'm telling you to know your worth and know that there is somebody out there for you, just one person, and they're gonna know how to love you correctly, and they're gonna know how to love just one person correctly. You ain't got to worry about anybody else, right? His focus is gonna be on you. You ain't gonna have to worry about being his side or his main. You're gonna be the only one. Is what we got to realize. What you need to realize. Um, we as women, it's been like, oh, yesterday we got to stand up and show these men, bro, that we don't have to choose them, right? Or that we don't have to have them around, is what we got to stand up and show them. We want you around, right? But being graced by us is the pleasure. It's a pleasure. That's what we got to stand up and show these men, period, right? All right. So number three, another question from this same same woman I got. Why don't men value good women? Why don't men value good women? I'll just say that there are still men, honestly, who see the value that us women have. There are still some real men out here who see value that we got. It's just hard to see them, y'all. Like we waste our time on the ones who don't care to truly like hold us up, to support us, to encourage us, to love us the correct way, or to treat us as a priority, right? We waste times on the wrong ones, honestly. As simple as I can put it. That's the answer. Another issue, like I just said, wasting time on the ones who clearly don't see us as the one. But we be trying to hold on and make it work and try to see good and potential in people when they showing you clearly who they are. We be ignoring it, that we ignore the shit out of it. I know us. I know us. Um, we do anything, like I said, we do everything to avoid or to look past everything that's been shown to us. And it never works for us. It's not gonna work for us. And we gotta realize that we stick around for years, y'all. For years, we ain't gonna never get back trying to see the good in a person. We wasting all the time on these ain't shit men, and there's plenty out here who are absolutely will value us and treat us like queens, right? But we wasting it on the wrong people, trying to see that potential, right? Also, I believe like for years, bro, even centuries, like we started to accept less. And we expected now, since we're expected to settle and we're expected to take what we're given, right? We expected to. But what I keep saying is we don't have to. Just period. Fourth question I got from this same follower. How do I start to heal when I constantly relive the situation? Just start by asking yourself, are you really ready for this type of change? That's a good question to ask yourself, honestly. Sit and ask yourself, are you ready for this change? Are you really ready to make this step to know your worth and to walk away? Like you, okay, so you know my story, y'all. A lot of y'all know my story. This person I'm talking to, you know my story. When I had enough, like it didn't matter what nobody would say anyway. Like I was ready. I knew it was gonna hurt. I knew I was gonna be alone. I knew I didn't want to start over. Knowing all this, then at the time I still loved him when I walked away, y'all. I simply knew that I didn't want to be mistreated, that I didn't deserve to be mistreated and not loved properly. I already knew that. So yes, like you listening to me, but have you reached that point yet? That's a question that you got to ask yourself. Like understand when I say unless you do something differently, like unless you show him something differently, that you will not be an option, he's gonna continue to treat you as such. That's all. Right? You got to honestly reach that place of that woman who's had enough and that woman who knows she can do better. Furthermore, you deserve better, period. Just know that we got to learn that we not punching bags for these men. And I don't even mean in a physical sense. I mean like in every way possible. Like we are not the counselor or whoever that caused them to hurt or their mom or whoever that they need. Actually, shit, if it's a counselor, I'm not your counselor though, but go seek one. Right? A lot of times I say punching bag because a lot of the trauma that they never healed, we're gonna absorb all of it. We're gonna be the one that's taking it. And we not that. And we're gonna stop being it. We are not punching bags. We don't have to sit there and wait for a man to get it together. Again, like I said all the time, they're not finna wait for you, right? We don't have to try to stay like to be that exception, right? The one that stayed years and years and years after mistreatment, trying to stay, right? And then they finally decide to settle, they finally decide to do right, and then they settling for you. I don't want to be the one that you choose after you to put me through so much shit. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't. Now you done hurt me for years and years and years after years of me asking you to do right by me, just to love me the right way, just to not have me crying and stressing and worrying. But then now you decide to settle on me because you didn't put me through so much. I don't want it. Walk away. All right. These next two questions comes from a listener. She's fam. That's my family. Um, that's my girl. It comes from a listener. She listens on Apple Podcasts. So these questions come from Miss Alexis Glass. All right. She asked, what advice would I give my younger self? Um, for me, is to know my worth. To know my worth. Like a lot of what I speak on deals with like self, things we can work on, like for us, like that's gonna better myself or better you. What I've learned over the past is that I didn't know my worth. Period. Right. And honestly, a lot of us don't. When you don't know your worth, though, you're gonna accept and tolerate too much. Period. You are going to accept and tolerate too much. You're gonna lose yourself, like, and you're never gonna get a chance to do what you were put on this earth to do pretty much because you're wrapped up in things or in people. Ooh, that's good. You pretty much you're too distracted. Is my point. Another piece of advice to my younger self would be to love myself, to my younger self, right? Like seriously, you gotta love yourself or nobody will. That's true fact, I believe. I'm working on this, y'all. I do love myself. Like this is advice from my younger self. I do love myself, but I know like internally, spirit, soul, and then like my being, like the person I am, my personality, I know I'm a great person. I already know that. Ain't nobody got to tell me that, right? But I don't necessarily, for me, I don't necessarily like what I see when I look in the mirror. That's something that I struggle with. I got flaws I don't like. I always had issues with my weight, But even that, like I'm still working on me. I'm working on that for me. That's the thing I'm working on. My weight has been a struggle for me, but even still, I don't let it define me because I know with even the way that I look, there's still a man out there who would come along and love me with everything I got, and I'm cool with it, right? So if I had any young advice for me, that would be to love myself and then to know my worth. Okay. The second question Miss Alexis had for me: what are some of my self care strategies? Me, I love music. Like I listen to music every day, literally every single day. I love music. I just love music, man. I love everything about music. I do it every day. If I need a good cry or like a soul cleanser is what I call it. If I need a soul cleanser, I got a playlist on my phone called Soul Touchers. And like they do it to me every time, y'all. Like usually end up crying. I usually end up talking to God, and I feel so much better afterwards. And a lot of times these aren't necessarily like tears of sorrow. These are like just literally just a thankful conversation. I'm telling God that thank you for keeping me and keeping my boys and my kids and stuff like that. So I love music, and now I try to work out. I work out about 4 to 5 days out the week. It does help me when I exercise. Yeah, I feel so much better afterwards. I ain't gonna lie, I do. You tired and breathing and heavy while you're doing it, but it does. It just I don't know. It makes me feel good after I work out, just exercising. I also write as well. Y'all do know that. I usually write what I'm feeling and what I've gone through. And honestly, this is how my next book is gonna come about because this is what I do. I write what I'm feeling or the things that I've gone through. I love a spa day when I can. I hadn't had a real massage yet, but I can't wait to get one. But I love to just go relax and sometimes get a pedicure and get my nails done. Just time away. Just a time to relax. And then if I can, when I do have the opportunity, I sometimes I spend the entire day trying to do nothing. I don't really get a chance often, but I love to do it when I get a chance. So thank you for the questions, Alexis. All right. I got another question from Miss this is from a listener, Miss Tasha. Question X: do you ever think we will see the day when black women in particular can have healthy and beautiful loving friendships with other black women and their mothers? Ooh. Now that was a good question that she asked. For me, like black women already have this stereotype surrounding us. Like it says that like we angry, we full of rage, we bitter, we not kind, that we are messy and we backstab each other. I think it's just it though, a stereotype. I do. Like so for this question, I say yes, I am hopeful. Yes, I'm hopeful. I'm optimistic. That's how I feel about it. It's something that I hope that we can do, right? It's a good question. I feel the same, that I do honestly though when it comes to racism. Do I think that it'll ever stop? No, but I am hopeful, right? And it's honestly because people are being raised to believe and act a certain way, and dysfunction is just made normal. This how these people are being raised, and it ain't cute or cool. But like I said, the way that I feel about racism when it comes to this question, will we ever be able to have black women have healthy relationships, friendships, and with their mothers and even friends? Yes, I believe it can happen. I'm hopeful that it will. Um, this is kind of sad, because society tries to bring us down as is, black women. So honestly, we should be there for one another. That's why I'm a girl's girl. I'm for women though, just period. All women, but I do pull really hard for black women because we already got the stereotypes surrounding us that we are backstabbing and we messy and we angry and shit like that. That's not true. Ask me what I've been through. Ask me what I go through, right? And maybe you could see why I feel the way that I feel. But that don't mean that I'm angry and I'm bitter, that I'm backstabbing, and that I'm looking to hurt every female I meet. That ain't never been my intention. So I'm not gonna let you speak for me and all other black women. That ain't how that works. So there are some women out here with healthy friendships and healthy, relationships with their mother and stuff like that. A lot of times you're just not gonna see it though. It's rarely seen. Like you always gonna see the negative shit on TV. These reality shows where they on there cursing each other out and fighting every damn day. That's what you're going to see. But I do think it's possible because it happens now. It's just rarely seen. Um, Relationship with mothers, I guess that could be something, right? Because a lot of women, like mothers, even are carrying burdens that they don't. The parents, they refuse to heal. Moms refuse to heal, right? That's just grown people, though. A lot of us carry burdens and trauma we don't heal, right? So when you don't heal it, of course, it's gonna keep coming up, and then eventually gonna pass it to your children. So I hope we all choose to heal. I'm hopeful, though. In reference to this question, I'm hopeful. I'll say that. So, I got papers. The next two questions comes from a listener and subscriber, Aaliyah. So she asked, "How do you keep the romance alive in a relationship?" Pretty good question. I'd say keep it new and refreshing. New and refreshing. Like keep dating each other and don't get too comfortable. A lot of times in relationships, marriages, people get too comfortable. They get stagnant. They feel like they got you. They ain't got to do shit else. Well, that's not how that works. That's not how any of this works. That ain't how it works, right? Um, like I for me, do things that are spontaneous. Right. Okay. Make sure like either each other's mentals are good. Like make sure my mental is good, right? And I'm gonna make sure yours is good, right? Like, because when you do that, when my mental is good and your mental is good, the need and the want, I said need and want for intimacy will be there. You can't expect me to want to like be intimate with you, to cuddle with you, have a little foreplay, make a little love. You can't expect me to do that when my mental is messed up. When I've had a long day and you ain't asked me about my day. When I need you to rub my feet and you won't do that. When I just need you to hold me and you won't do that. If you make sure my mental is good, the need and the want, I'm gonna need and want you, crave you next to me, right? But if you don't make sure my mental good, my day been fucked up and you ain't asked me about it, no, then don't touch me, right? Absolutely. That. So flirt with this man, whoever it is, like the first day that you met him. You got to keep it up. You know what I'm saying? Tell him that he's sexy. Men like to hear that too. Tell him he's sexy. Tell him, damn, babe, you wearing them shoes. Or me, I love men in loafers, y'all. I'm a grown woman now. I love men in loafers. I ain't gonna lie, that do something to me. I was like, oh my God. Or if I'm trying to up his little shoe game or his dressing game or whatever, I'll be like, I love men that wear loafers. And if they paying attention to you, watch they go buy some. That has happened to me before. I told a guy that and he went and bought some. Just tell him that he looks good. The same way that he compliments you, compliment him too. Keep that thing spicy. You gotta prioritize date nights. Get away from your daily like living, your daily activities. Yes, everybody work every day. I'm telling you to get outside of that. Y'all, everybody gotta work and make money and for your living, like to earn a paycheck. I got that. But do something more than what you normally do. Right? Make sure you date and court each other. This one, do not make sex routine. Can't make it routine. Like for me, I should know every time like how the foreplay is gonna go. Or I should know every time that we about to do this position and that position, then we done. That will piss me off. Like I ain't got nothing to look forward to. We can't play cops and robbers or something. I used to be in law enforcement. I got some handcuffs. You can't jump off the dresser. It's funny, but it's for real. Like don't make it routine. I should not know what we doing when we do decide to be intimate. I should know what we doing and how it's gonna end. And then you laying there like I can't think of her name. The girl on Waiting to Exhale when she was like, or was that Whitney Houston? No, there was the other one, Layla Roshan. She was like, shit, I could have had a V8. I'm just saying, make it interesting. Be spontaneous when it comes to it, right? Just surprise me. All right. So the second question that Leah had, monogamous or polyamorous? All right, so if you don't know what the difference, y'all, or what this means, monogamy or monogamous is like mono means one. So, like, it's what most people are in. Most people, what like just a normal relationship. Like, I'm dating this guy, he's dating me, right? That's what that means. And then polyamorous, poly means, of course, more than one. Poly. So polyamorous is when two people like they give each other consent to like I'm dating this person and he's dating me, but we give each other consent to date other people, to have sexual relations with other people, right? That's what polyamorous is, if you didn't know. So for me, if I can't have you to myself, then I don't want it. That's just me though. If I can't have you to myself, I absolutely do not want no. I don't want no parts of it. That's just how I feel about that. Like, and honestly, truthfully, I believe for a lot of people, especially guys, I feel that it's a way to cheat and not to have to answer for it. Listen to what I'm saying. And it's funny too, because I literally just talked to somebody else a couple of days ago about the same thing. I think for real, for a lot of guys, it's a way for them to cheat and then they don't have to really answer for it because you agreed to it. And what I think is sad is that a lot of women, they do accept it. Because I was talking to somebody, she told me the same thing, and I told her the same thing because I'm always honest. Like, I don't really believe that the women actually do want this, a polyamorous relationship, but they want to keep their partner. Honestly, for me, if you bring this to me, a question like this, fuck you and this relationship. This is how I feel though, right? So a lot of times I don't think that the women really want this. I don't, you know what I'm saying? But they do it because they want to keep their partner, so they usually agree to do it. Most of us do want that one person that we can have and call our own. Most of us, right? So for me, any day it's gonna be monogamy. I just want one person, and that one person need to want me. I'm not playing all these other games and all this other stuff that we got to ask each other. Can I sleep with somebody else? And can you do this? Can you do that? No, it's too much shit going around here. And I know me. I don't play them kind of games anyway. So no, that's me though. All right. So the next two questions was sent by a listener and supporter. I believe she listens on like Spotify. So she asked, did I say her name? I don't know if I said her name or not, but her name is Keita, y'all. These next two questions were sent by Keita. She asked, how did I know when it was time to walk away or that I had hit the point where like it was enough for me? Um, ooh, so like you kind of said it, like you kind of said it in your question. Um, like I simply knew I had enough, period. I just knew I had enough. Like it had already happened to me once before, what I had gone through. And the second time around, it was so much worse. It was so much worse. So what usually when you accept something and then you accept it the first time, usually the second time, I promise you, it's gonna be a lot worse. And that was the case for me. It was worse, right? I was pregnant the second time. I was vulnerable, even way more vulnerable, right? I was married, right? I was made to feel like I was damn crazy. So it was so much worse. And I started to believe I was damn crazy. I was like, am I losing my mind? Am I tripping? I really thought that. I promise I did. I felt like I was crazy, y'all. God showed me the first time, but guess what I did? I stuck around for the sake of having a man, right? Trying to see good in him. Or I think he just made a mistake. I think he really do love me. It was just a fuck. He didn't mean it. That's what I told myself. But the second time, y'all, it was so much worse. It was so much worse. For me, I knew I deserved better and that I needed to work on me anyway. So I was literally at that breaking point. I had simply had enough and I knew it wasn't gonna get no better. So that's where I was. All right. So the second question that Keita had, how did you overcome your situation? It was lots of prayer, crying. I had to sit in my pain, knowing that I would make it. All of that right there. Prayer, crying, yelling, screaming, cursing, sitting in my pain and knowing that I would make it out though. That's how I made it. That's how I overcame my situation. I had to deal with every emotion that I felt, every single one. And there was a bunch. I mean, like on any given day in a matter of minutes. Like I had even I started seeking I went to a counselor. I started having sessions. We talked. I had a counselor for a while. Or a therapist. I know that this type of behavior is like what women are expected. Again, what we're expected to tolerate, and I just refuse to do so. Like honestly, I knew I could do better. Right? I could do bad or good all on my own. I don't need you to help me do that. I can do that. I promise you that. When you stay, y'all, people begin to think that you are weak or you weak for them, and a lot of the time it's gonna get abused. I hope you just heard what I said. That was good. That was good. When you stay, people begin to think that you're weak or you're weak for them. And a lot of time it's going to get abused, y'all. You don't want to be weak on a person or they think that you ain't gonna never leave. And if they think that, that's fine. Let them think what they want. But one day I pray that you prove them wrong. If they think you so weak over them, prove them wrong. So I say pick your head up and keep moving, bro. Time, the history, children, whatever you've built together, none of it, it means shit if you are unhappy, if you're being mistreated, if you're being abused in any place that you know you can do better. It don't mean a damn thing if you know you ain't happy. Period. For that reason, that's why I left. It meant nothing at all at that point. It meant nothing. I knew it was gonna hurt, y'all, but you gotta understand the very day that I found out what I knew, I already knew, but I couldn't prove it. But the day that I found out that I had proof, I was prepared to leave. Literally, honest to God, I was prepared to leave that day to separate. I never changed my mind. Never changed my mind. Right? I was so hurt some days. I can't describe it to you because that's how bad it felt. I was so hurt. Right? I can't even tell you how bad it hurt for real. But I was sure and I was firm in the decision that I made because I knew I didn't want to be treated like that. I knew I deserved better. So I had told God that I would move, and I did. I did. I moved. That's it. We made it. We made it. I'm done, y'all. I think I had about 10 or 12 questions that I answered. When you've had enough, you'll know it. If you tell us something happen, you don't see the change. It's time. Absolutely. I be That's a great comment. Aaliyah just commented, when you've had enough, you'll know it. If you're tired of the same thing happening over and over and you don't see them willing to change, it's time to leave. How many times have y'all heard me say that? If I can tell you what's hurting me over and over and over again, and you make no effort to change it, whoever it is you're talking to, don't give a damn. It's time for you to leave. It's time for you to walk away. It's time for you to leave. They don't care. They showing you that they don't care. So nobody should ever be comfortable hurting you. Period. I don't care what you say. Those are facts. Nobody should be comfortable hurting you. Just period. Totally agree. You right. You can do all things through Jesus Christ. Absolutely, I can do all things. Things. I ain't mean to say that. I can do all things through the Lord. That's right, through Christ Jesus. Hey T, you made it in here. I think I had about 10 to 12 questions tonight, y'all, that was sent while I'm in here before I get off. I know it's the holiday, so thank y'all for coming. But like I said, I didn't have time earlier this week to do it. I've been busy. I just started a new job for the y'all that don't know it last week, so I've been busy. And then I didn't want to do it tomorrow because I don't know if I would have time as well. So thank y'all coming on the holiday. If you are here, if y'all are here, if you have any questions before I get off, send them to me. Tonight was the night to answer or to ask. If you have any questions while I'm here, send them to me. I walked away when I got tired, but he thought I was going to be there forever. He realized he messed up. Absolutely. A lot of times, it's very true what they say. A lot of people really don't realize what they have until it's gone. And by then, I don't give a damn. Catch me while I care. Catch me while I care. Because when I stop caring, you're done. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you do, you say, it don't even matter. I'm It's so much peace. It just I don't even what you heard. I don't care. Like I really don't. I don't care what you heard about me. If they couldn't You can't come tell me bye. And then like people be pissing me off with stuff like that too. I heard this and I heard that. Well, why do they feel so comfortable telling your ass anyway? So you must be talking to them then. I don't care about that. If you can't say it to my face, it ain't it. If it ain't directed, it damn sure ain't respected. Bye. You got to talk behind my back. You'll never feel comfortable saying it to my face. So it really don't matter. I'm in the energy, bro, in the mood. I ain't okay. If you heard it and you believe it, you don't know me well enough. Then that's good. You don't know me well enough. Can I really enjoy your podcast? Continue like God. You should help us. I got you, sis. I got you. I appreciate that. I got you. Ain't no stopping in me. Yeah, I got to be sending me ideas though for topics and stuff like that. I'm trying to get to where I can start having people on here like guests and stuff, but I need topics as well. Cause y'all may be getting tired of hearing me talk. I get that. But y'all got to start giving me topics and stuff like that. Y'all got to start participating with me and talking to me because I do this every week on Thursday. And as to my no, I have not missed the Thursday yet. I started in December. I have not missed one yet. Uh, I'm hearing. No, you done made a girlfriend. Okay. Well, once I get this video, if I get this video edited, because I don't even know how it looked like it had start recording on me. I really hope it didn't, but it looked like it had start recording. I'm talking about this streaming app where I can edit it for the podcast. It looked like it stopped recording. I really hope it did. But if I can get this video edited, I will be back. Cause babe, when I'm done, ain't no looking back. I heard that. That's me. Period. Period. Three snaps. Period. I'm for real. Catch me while I care. Catch me when I care now. Cause when I stop caring, you're gonna be sliding down the walls like they did back in them 2000 videos. I slid down the wall too, though. I just slid down a couple walls like a snail. It's your turn now. Now you on the ventilator, can't breathe. Now you can't breathe. Oh, that was funny. Y'all done? Y'all got no questions for me? Anything y'all want to say before we get up out of here? Y'all like the video, bro. Like the video. Like the video. I need y'all to do that for me. Y'all gotta like the video. That's the only way Facebook and YouTube gonna know that you like my content. Get me up in there. I'm at sitting at 225 subscribers on YouTube. Still a blessing. I'm moving slowly but surely. I'll say that. Slowly but surely. And I'm doing it the organic way. I'm not paying for like to get followers or anything or subscribers. I'm just trying to do it the, you know, like I said, organic way. I hope it didn't, but if it did, that means you had something that needed to be heard, but the devil didn't want you to get it. So the people need it. You absolutely right. You so dumb, these chicken nuggets. But yeah, I hope it didn't stop recording. But I'm looking at my streaming app too because I got my screen split with YouTube and then my streaming app, and it looked like it stopped recording on me because on Facebook. Well, yeah, the same thing on YouTube. I'm at about 38 minutes, but on my streaming app I only got 22. So I hope it's if it did start recording, I hope there's a way that I can get it back because I'm gonna try to upload it damn in a minute. Are y'all done talking to me? Can before I leave, can y'all say something to me and let me know who's in here? Though I would love to know who's in here because I can see 3 concurrent viewers. So at the same time, views says 11, but I still don't know who's in here. If y'all could tell me who's in here, I see my brother. Sometimes let me see. Can't see it. Sometimes what didn't work out for you really worked out for you. That's a whole word there. For sure. Sometimes what didn't work out for you really worked out for you. Ooh! All right. That's good. That's really good. Y'all, I know a lot of times I'll be on this camera. Y'all really can't see what I got on, but I just be want to let y'all know. Now, your girl do be having some cute stuff on. Y'all just can't see it. I think last week I had on Calvin Klein little dress, and I had on a Michael Kors shirt the week before that. And this shirt right here said it's a beautiful day to leave me alone. Y'all don't be able to see what I got on, but I be in there though. She still here. Ain't see, I'm coming to see you, girl. Your sis and brother. Thank y'all, Liz and Dante. Appreciate y'all. I'm trying to watch on their platform. That's all right. She going back for it. There's support though. That is love right there. Your mom, stepdaddy, Tootie, Maya, Auntie Monica, Shantice. What up, fam? What up, mama? What up, stepdaddy? What's up, cousin Toot Toot? Claudica. Maya, what up, little cuz? Auntie Monica, what's happening, girl? Shantice, what's up, cuz? Little I said Maya already. My bad. Well, look, I'm out. I'm about to get Jalen. Who is Jalen? Jalen? I met cousin June, boo. Hey, you could. Well, hey, Jalen and cousin Junebug. I met him though. All right, well, y'all. I think tonight was a really good episode. It was so good, and I enjoyed answering the questions. Though honestly, this may be an episode that I just may just do about once every month, but I'll see. Y'all, let me know what you think about that. Y'all got all my socials. Oh, okay. That is a good question. I just got another question. Why are men scared to commit? Woo, that's a good one. You caught me off guard. Oh, damn, there go Aisha. Forgot. Thank you for coming. If you got a question, drop it for me. She said, "Why are men?" All right, Auntie Bam or Auntie Giannis. Why are men scared to commit? I'm not gonna say that. I ain't that scared word. Mm-mm. I don't think that they're scared to commit. I don't think so. They're not scared to commit. Like I keep saying, they just want their cake and they want to eat it too. They want the cake and want to eat it too. They're not scared to commit to you. They just got some other shit that they be want to do, and they just expect us to take this bullshit. Period. They expect us to take it. Like, why are they gonna do something different when women don't make them do something anything different? If that makes sense, right? Like, why am I gonna settle down with this one woman, or why am I gonna, be with this one woman when I know I got a couple of women out here who gonna let me do whatever I want? I don't think they're scared to commit. I think that they are used to us tolerating whatever, doing whatever to us, and we stay and we accept it and we take it. If that makes sense. That was good too. That was good. I don't think they scared to commit. I don't. They ain't scared to commit. A man knows when he found that woman that he wants to be with, and it don't take him for forever either. It don't take him forever to see that. So, are they scared to commit? No, I don't think so. No, they just want to go out here and do what everybody else is doing. Um, they want to treat us any kind of way because a lot of us are going to sit there and take it, accept it. Like we gonna normalize that dysfunction. Not cool. Not cool at all, but that's just how it's been going. That was a great question, though. I like that question. Great question. Okay, another one. How long after dating should you wait to get married? Oh, you coming with that fire. I'm gonna be honest now. Um, for me, after dating, I say no more than about honestly, well, I guess it depends on what you two got going on. I understand, like, even because young people, and I mean young, maybe you're in your 20s and y'all got major school going on. What I mean major school, you going to school to be a doctor, and we know that's gonna take a while, or y'all both going to school to be doctors, and maybe you want to wait until after you're done with school. I get that. But if you ain't got nothing like that going on, ain't no major life event going on, you trying to make sure that you're financially stable or that y'all are both ready to get married or to get engaged. I'm gonna give you about a year and a half, a year, honestly. Cause I'm gonna give you about a year and a year or a year and then a year and a half. If nothing else is going on. It don't take a man 3 5 years to know if he want to marry you or not. If not, he's stringing you along. It don't take him 3 to 5 years to know that. Oh, these are Shanti's questions. Not easy, but that tickled me. Well, Shanti's, these are good questions. But okay, so I give him maybe a year to a year and a half. That's it. Like I said, if it's a major, y'all got major issues going or major like schooling or something like that, both of y'all want to be financially stable before y'all decide to make this big decision, this big step. I get that. Could take longer. People in school and they want to make sure that they out of school or they got their finances in order. Cool. Completely understand it. Anything other than that though, if y'all ain't got nothing going on and you've been waiting around for 3 years, for 4 years, for 5 years, move on. Cause it's something that he don't want to commit because he know what other shit he doing though. If you scared, just say that. If you scared, go to church, but leave me the fuck alone in the process. Let me go. Cause I'm not gonna put my life on hold for you. What am I waiting for? What are we waiting for? You don't want to be married, say that up front. And we ain't got to waste our time, your time, nobody's time. Period. Next. Next. Those were good questions, Shantice. Y'all got any more questions? Any more for me before I get out? Aisha, you got a question? This is really cool. I done seen some people I hadn't seen before in here. It's so cool, guys. It's so cool. Y'all all up in Keena's corner with the good questions. Becky with the good hair. Oh my God. This thing got 18 views on it. I see y'all showing up and showing out. And I really, honest to God, I didn't think nobody was really coming because it's, a holiday. And I hear them outside right now with fireworks. Y'all done with me? Y'all done with me? You done with your girl? Everybody asked everything that they wanted to. Any questions? I know, I'm crazy. Not a question, just saying we're proud of you. Hey, STV Vibe. Man, I didn't know who these people were last week, y'all. Turns out this is my brother and his wife in Georgia. Had no idea who they were until they called me right after I did my episode last Thursday. I was like, who is that? I don't know who it is. Well, they changed their name. That's my brother and his wife, Liz and Duntil. Appreciate y'all, though. Appreciate y'all for being proud of me. What West did it? Watch TV. Thank y'all so much for coming. I gotta send y'all some pictures. We had the boys. They were out there popping fireworks. Mm. All right, y'all. Y'all, we good? We out? Help me, Lord. I love y'all so much. In the comments, y'all when came through for your girl. Like I said, I didn't know that it was gonna be jumping like this for real. Cause everything that's going on. I understand people in their family. Oh yeah, GA. George is in Keena's corner for sure. I think well Georgia it's been on my map for a minute now. And I think the most I'm listening to in Georgia is Atlanta actually, but I'm in other places as well, Decatur and so a whole bunch more honestly. I can't even remember. I can't even remember. Carrollton, it was the last one I got. Carrollton out of Georgia. I think I'm like in 20, 21 or 22 states so far. And I'm about 7 countries. Um the biggest I guess here would be like cities wise, I guess would be LA. I had made it to I'm in New York, like the state, but I hadn't made it to New York City, but I'm in New York. I even got Pennsylvania not long ago. Um I'm even in Arizona, so Texas, Dallas, Fort Worth. It's a bunch of them, so I'm coming on up. All right, are y'all done with me? It look like y'all done with me. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. Probably the longest live I done had. So that's it for tonight, y'all. Before I get out of here again, I wanted to ask that each of you, please, when you get off here, it's just a simple task. Go to Facebook, follow Keena's Corner podcast page on Facebook. If you would do that for me, right? It's Keena's Corner podcast on Facebook, y'all. You have the option if you would like to. I'm not asking or demanding. You have the option to subscribe to that channel, or I'm sorry, that page for me, Keena's Corner podcast. Subscription is $1 a month. Could be higher, but it's just $1 a month, y'all. If you would like to subscribe to that. So if you're not subscribed to me on here, I ask that you do so. Hit the bell, like the video, and all that good stuff. Check out my other videos when you're not doing nothing. And then make sure you follow me on these podcast sites at Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Overcast, a bunch of them. Literally, if you Google me, you'll find a way to listen to me. Period. If you Google me. So please do that for me. I appreciate y'all. Of course, if you can't get on here for these live videos, and you'll have other avenues or ways to listen to me anytime. So make sure y'all follow me and give me a shout out. Thank you so much for tuning in to season 3. I was about to get there you go. Keena's Corner will be global. Lord, you hear me saying that? She spoken for me. I claim that one. Like, comment, and subscribe on all platforms. There you go. Another comment that I do like and love. I appreciate if y'all do that for me. Do all of that good stuff for me. So thank y'all so much for tuning in to season 3. This is episode 10 of Keena's Corner. Season 3, episode 10. So those will be episode 30 in total. I hope you enjoyed tonight as much as I enjoyed delivering the message and answering your questions. I enjoyed it. I truly did. I thank you sincerely for being here in my corner. I'm out, y'all. I'm out. This is the end of season 3. Next week we'll start season 4. I'm your girl Keena. I'm out. Signing out. I love each and every one of y'all. Y'all have a good day, a good night, good morning, whenever you listen to me. I'll talk to you next week. Bye. That was crazy. You're so stupid. It was pretty good. Oh, let me stop.